my dear students of class 7. This is Mrs. White back to you with the first session of English literature. And today I am going to explain the first chapter in English literature, Tom Whitewashes a Fence. Now, before I begin the explanation, I just want to remind you that I have sent you 2 videos on English language with the first topic, the sentence. So I hope all of you have gone through it and have understood it well. And now I come back to the first session of English literature with the first chapter explanation, Tom Whitewashes a Fence. Now this particular story, Tom Whitewashes a Fence, is written by a very famous novelist, Mark Twain. And Mark Twain, this story actually is taken from one of his famous books titled The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So Tom Sawyer, this is not just one story. If you read the book Adventures of Tom Sawyer, you will find that there are many adventures of Tom Sawyer which you can really find it very interesting. And if you get a chance, you can always take from the library and also read it later. Anyway, now we come back to the lesson. What is the story centered around? Tom whitewashes a fence. The whole story is centered around a boy by the name of Tom. And Tom, he has no parents. He has lost his parents and he is being looked after by his Aunt Polly. Now Aunt Polly is trying everything possible to make Tom into a very good boy. But as usual, Tom is very naughty. He loves playing. He loves fighting with the other boys. He tries to do something which his Aunt Polly does not like him to do. And the same thing happened in the story, in the first part of the story, that Tom, he goes out to play with his friends and there he fights with them. He comes back late, he forgets the time, and when he returns back home, Aunt Polly gets very angry with him. And then what was the punishment given by Aunt Polly to Tom? She tells him that tomorrow being a Saturday, now Saturday was a day for a holiday for the children, so children used to go out and play and have a swim in the river and like all good things the children could do. So that was the day when Aunt Polly had taken, and she thought that this is the best day to punish Tom. And in what way will she punish Tom? She will make him whitewash the fence. Now the fence was nearly 30 yards long and 9 feet high. Now when this punishment was given to Tom, Tom was very sad. He was very upset. Now he could not go against his Aunt Polly. He had to fulfill the wish of Aunt Polly, meaning he had to whitewash the fence. But at the same time, Tom was such a clever boy that he was thinking, he was planning an idea how to, try and make this task, this boring task, into a very exciting one. Meaning, how will he cheat the other boys, and how will he try and trap the other boys in whitewashing the fence, whereas he can have a good time. So the story begins with one Saturday morning, and the summer world was full of life. There was song in every heart and cheerfulness in every face. The trees were blooming. Fragrance of the flowers had filled the air. Meaning, this is the first part of the story that is describing a summer morning, and the day when it was chosen for Tom to whitewash the fence was also a Saturday. And being a holiday for the children to play games and enjoy themselves, Tom had to do the task of whitewashing the fence. Now what happens in Tom, he takes the bucket of whitewash, he has a brush in his hand, and he goes and looks at the fence, meaning the place that was around the house, and he was only thinking that now if I start whitewashing the fence, I will find that my friends will definitely come one by one and see me doing this task, and they will definitely make fun of me. So he had an idea. Now, first person who came was Ben Rogers, his friend. And Ben Rogers' mockery, who was dreading? Tom was dreading. Tom was thinking that Ben Rogers will definitely make fun of him. He will mock at him because it was a holiday and Tom had to do the work. So Ben Rogers, he had a nice red juicy apple in his hand, and he was having a good bite at the apple, and Tom pretended as if he has not seen Ben Rogers. So what was Tom doing? He kept on, whitewashing the fence, and he was showing as if he was very interested in that work, as if it was not a task for him, as if it was not boring for him, but it was a very interesting work which has been given to him by Aunt Polly, and he was enjoying that work. So when Ben Rogers enters the scene, he tries to make fun of him, and he says, "Oh Tom, I think so you are in trouble." Meaning that was the question asked by Ben Rogers. Now Tom pretended as if he did not hear him, and he kept on, like an artist. He was moving the brush to and fro and looking at the effect of the wall as if, a great artist was doing the work. So Ben Rogers kept on asking him questions as to show that he was in trouble, but Tom did not pay any notice to it. And what happened at the end, when Tom turns back and he says, "Oh, it is you, Ben Rogers." And Ben Rogers thought that why Tom is not taking interest, meaning in my conversation, and he is very interested in whitewashing the fence. So that is the time Ben Rogers, he says that even I am interested in whitewashing the fence. Ben Rogers also shows the interest. And what did Tom say? No, I cannot give you the, brush, because Aunt Polly has a lot of faith in me. She has given me this work because she feels that I am the only boy who can whitewash the fence very well. And that interest Tom creates in Ben Rogers. That is the time when Ben Rogers, he goes on getting that interest of taking the brush from Tom and also being a part of doing the work. But Tom, he says, "No, Aunt Polly, Jim wanted to do it, Sid wanted to do it," meaning he takes the boys of other names of other boys, and he says, "These children also wanted to do it, but Aunt Polly feels that I am the best, and that is why she has given me this work." And what happens that Ben Rogers, now see how Tom has tricked Ben Rogers, how he has trapped him, and then he tells Ben Rogers offers, he says, "Okay, I am ready to give you half the apple." But Tom did not give the bread. Then he says, "Okay, I am ready to give you full apple." And that is the time, very reluctantly, Tom pretends as if he was interested in the work, and at the same time he says, "Okay, you can do a little." And then he takes the apple from Ben Rogers, and Ben Rogers is whitewashing the fence, while Tom, he sits on an empty barrel and an empty drum, and he's enjoying the apple while Ben Rogers was sweating in the sun. And in the same way, now see how Tom tricks the other boys. One by one the children come, his friends come, and they plan to make fun of Tom. But what happens? Instead of making fun of Tom, they give their possessions to Tom. One by one they give all the things that they had, and they ask Tom to whitewash the fence. And in this way, see how Tom collected. I'll just tell you the things that Tom collected. 12 marbles, a piece of blue bottle glass, then a key that wouldn't lock anything, a piece of chalk, a tin soldier, 6 firecrackers, a little cat with one eye, and a dog collar and a handle of a knife. Now these were the things that the children had, his friends, and one by one they were giving those things to who? Tom. And Tom was letting them whitewash the fence. So Tom became a rich boy. And see the cleverness of Tom. See the how Tom plans out his idea. And all his task of whitewashing the fence was done by the other boys, whereas Tom just sat down and enjoyed the apple and made all the other boys do his work. Now at the end of the story, what is the message Tom has given? Tom says to himself, see, in order to make a man or boy desire a thing, it is only necessary to make that thing difficult to obtain. That means, what was the lesson that Tom is trying to convey to each one of you? That if you make a thing difficult for someone to obtain, then everybody will have the desire and they will do anything possible to obtain that thing, to get that thing. And then this story ends when Aunt Polly, she comes out and Tom tells her that he has finished whitewashing the fence, and Aunt Polly was surprised. She was thinking, how can Tom finish such a long piece of work, meaning such 30 yards long and 9 feet high wall? How did he finish it? And he says, yes, I have done it, Aunt Polly, I have completed. And Aunt Polly was surprised, and then she was happy also. She thought that Tom has finished the job. So she takes him in and she gives him the best apple she had, and also allowed him to go and play. So this is where the story ends, and how Tom, he uses his mind and how he makes his task, his work very easy. Why? Because he was very clever. He took the possessions of the other children, he took the things of the other children, and one by one all the children, they did the work for him, whereas he enjoyed the apple and he had a good time. So this is one of the adventures of Tom Sawyer. I end here, children. Now please go through the video many times so that you can understand the story, and I will come back to you with some more exercises and question answers in my next session. So have a good day, be safe, thank you.